Hi, Shauna here. I'm going to guide you through a stretch series with some glute activation that is intended to be either as a standalone or it works well also for like after training sessions, whether you're walking, biking, weight training, and so on. So let's go ahead. We're going to come onto our back. I am going to use a strap for part of it, just for like hamstring stretches and such, if you want to have that available. You can use a towel, scarf, what's convenient. All right, let's go ahead and come onto our backs. As you lie down, you're gonna bring your shoulder blades back and down, and you want to set them so they sit well underneath the back, so they're not rounded forward. So kind of lift up, pull the shoulder blades back and down, and then check in with your hips. Just center the hips, look to roll the pelvis, your hips back, so the low back settles into the floor, and then relax from there. All right, so where we're gonna start is you're gonna extend your left leg straight out, and you're going to look to take your right leg, interlace the hands in front of the thighs, and go ahead and pull your right knee towards your right shoulder. And you want to think about actively driving your left thigh down here. So we're a little bit opening through the groin and inner thigh area. And at the same time, it's a great time to give some love and some attention to your ankle. So go ahead and roll your ankle around about 5 times one direction. And then when you're ready, about 5 times the other. And still giving that focus to drive the left thigh down and opening through the inner thigh, pulling that right knee towards the right shoulder. All right, once you finish those ankle rolls, go ahead and extend your right. And now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Interlace the fingers, front of the shin, pull the left knee towards the left shoulders, actively pushing the right thigh down. And then we're gonna go into those ankle rolls. Normal to feel some clicks and pops through the ankle. Great time to close the eyes as well. Practice relaxing the face, trying to release any tension out of the head and face. Fantastic. Go ahead and release that left leg. We're going to go back to the right knee. This time we're going to move into the glute stretch. So here, you'll start by pulling it towards your chest, and then you're going to just gently guide the leg across. You can use your left hand to pull this knee towards the left shoulder, and we're looking to isolate like the lateral part of the glute and the hip on the right side. And try to keep your right shoulder blade relaxed, shoulders square, just look straight up towards the ceiling. As you're doing the stretch, great time to close the eyes, focus in on the breath. When you're focusing in on the breath, you want to just notice how the body feels. Feel the rib cage lift up. Feel the belly rise and feel the rib cage and belly relax on the exhale. Go ahead and release the leg when you're ready. We're going to make our way to the other side. So extend the right leg, pull the left knee to the left shoulder, and then just gently using the right hand, pulling that knee across. And again, we're looking to highlight this hip and glute area, keeping the shoulder of the left arm down. Keep the head nice and neutral, pull the chin in, and go ahead and close those eyes. Couple deep breaths here. During these stretches, try to keep your breathing in and out the nose. Very good. Let's add one more breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Fantastic. From here, we're going to make our way onto the side. Let's go ahead and set your elbow right underneath your shoulder, and we're going to look to grab the ankle of the top leg. If you can't quite reach your foot, this is where you could use that strap and band, one of the spots. You can wrap it around the foot. You want to keep your thigh nice and level, parallel to the floor as you look to pull the foot back. We're trying to bring the foot towards the glute here. And this leg will tend to sneak forward. So you want to just very gently start to drive that leg back. And then you can watch the shoulder position. We don't want to have this shoulder forward. Roll that shoulder back. And just make sure you're not collapsing this downside. So we'll go about another 10 to 15 seconds here. So focusing on the breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Release that side, swing it around. Same thing other way. Bring that elbow underneath the shoulder, extend the legs, and look to grab that top foot. Top shoulder back. Gonna hold this side about 20 seconds. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but whenever you're stretching, you want to ease your way into flexibility. So when you're stretching, we want to try to calm the nervous system and not stress out the nervous system. So we don't want to stress so intensely that we're grimacing and feel like we're like sweating bullets. If it's that intense, just back off a little bit. So go ahead and relax there when you're ready. From here, we're going to come up to onto our backs. Shoulder blades back and down. All right. Figure 4. So you're going to walk the left leg in, and then you're going to bring the right foot and look to place it on top of the left thigh. From here, we're going to reach between the legs, and you're going to look to hug the leg in nice and gentle, inviting that outer hip to open. Hopefully it's a little bit looser after the glute stretch and the quads. Just nice, smooth breathing. With these stretches, just nice and relaxed, inviting the body to lengthen. When you're ready, go ahead and release that side. Same thing, other foot. Cross it over the opposite leg, reaching between the leg. If it's hard for you to reach at all at this point, you can always use a strap as well. Sometimes it's not always easy to reach the legs. So just meet your body where it's at. Reset the head position. We tend to start to let that chin lift up. So pull the chin back and down. Relax the eyes closed while you're stretching. And send the attention back to the breath, trying to breathe in and out the nose. Nice long inhales and nice long exhales to follow. Very good. Let's go one more breath here. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Very good. Next, we're going to stay on our backs and we're going to go into a hamstring stretch. So this is where you may want to use your band. I'm going to keep the leg of the opposite leg extended out. If it doesn't quite feel comfortable to have that leg extended, you can always bend the leg in as well. So I'm going to take the band around the end of the foot, and then from here, extend it up, start to pull it in. And remember, we want to have a gentle stretch here, nothing super intense. So I give it a little bend in my knee, and then I look to extend it. And we're going to take it through a little sequence here. Instead of just holding a straight hamstring stretch for a while, I'm going to take you through a little flow series of bending the knee, moving the foot, with the idea being that we want to get the sciatic nerve, the big nerve that runs down the back side of the leg and branches out into the bottom side. We want to get that guy moving or keep it moving. When our nerves become stuck along their tracks, sometimes it causes some tension through the body. So whether you're having any issues with sciatic nerves or whether you want to just keep everything sliding and gliding so you don't in the future, this is a good one. So what we're going to do, you can relax the band a little bit as needed or move it down so that it's supporting near the back of the leg. And you're going to start by bending the knee down. From there, we're going to extend the leg. And you're going to point the foot towards the ceiling. Pull it back towards your face. And then bend that knee down and in. You kind of hold these positions just a little bit as you move. So I extend, just feel where any tension might be. For myself, it's in the back of the calf. Point the foot away. Feel any tension there. Flex the toes or pull them back towards your face. And then bend them down and in. Release the tension. Good. Up, point, lift, and bend. About 5 times total. Good. Point or flex the foot. Extend, pull it back toward your face. And down and in. Very good. Good. And release. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bringing the leg up, wrapping that band around. And we'll hang out here for a while with just that traditional hamstring stretch, gradually increasing the tension a little bit as the leg starts to release. Remember, we don't want to get anything super intense. Nice and smooth. Close the eyes and breathe. One more breath. Very nice. When you're ready, go ahead and release that band. And then we're going to go into that sciatic nerve floss, bending the leg, extend the knee, pointer flex, lift or extend, and down and in. Good work. About 5 times total on your own. You're going to hold those positions, just looking to feel the spots that might have some tension along that nerve tract. Couple more. Last one. Extend the knee, point the foot, lift the toes, and down and in. Very good. Let's go ahead and relax that. Very nice. So next we're going to do some bridges for the hips. This is both good for the back side of the body, wakes up those glute muscles, builds a little bit of strength in the glutes, and it's also beneficial for the front side of the hips that tend to get really tight. So we activate, strengthen the back, and lengthen, open the front. So we're going to set the shoulders back and down again. Knees are bent, feet are flat, and just nice and gradual here. You're going to think about rolling your pelvis back to flatten that low back into the floor, and then ever so gently, you're going to start to lift the hips up. And just try to imagine bringing one segment at a time off the floor. And we're going to go about the level of the mid back, leaving a little bit for the next set. And then when you're just going to start to bring yourself back down to the floor. So rolling back down. And once you get into the bottom position, you can just rest for a moment and then go into that next one, rolling the hips back, starting to bring them up and forward. As you're able to get a little bit higher at the top, think about pulling the chin into the chest. This is going to allow the back of the neck to lengthen, but focus on being long through your spine here as you're holding at the top. So you don't want to just jam into that low back. And then bringing it down, relaxing at the bottom. Let's go about 2 to 3 more. Driving those hips up and open, holding that top position, pulling that chin down and in, lengthen. Fire the glutes. So you want to try to wake up more and more of the muscle tissue, the back side of the body. That's one of the benefits of holding here. You're driving your legs out, pushing through your feet. And then when you're ready, bringing it down to relax. 1 to 2 more. Rolling those hips back, pushing up, lifting up, chin in. And down. Fantastic. You can rest there. I'm going to take it through 1 more. Back, up and forward. Pull that chin in. Nice, smooth breathing. And go ahead and release, taking it down. Fantastic. Last couple here. We're going to finish by pulling the knees in towards the chest. Hug those legs in. Gently rock yourself side to side. Open up that low back. And from this double knee to chest, we're going to finish with a 2-knee twist. So from this, you're going to take your arms out to the sides, hold your legs together, and you're going to have the hips and knees at 90. From here, you're going to gently bring the leg across the body as you look over your opposite shoulder. And use your midline here to control how far the knees come across. And then again, using your midline to pull the legs up and across, taking it to the other side. So similar to how we did the glute bridges, you don't have to just drop all the way into that twist. Gradually work your way into the twist. And then up and across, turn the head. Very nice. Go a couple times each side. I say a couple, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, whatever feels best for your body. Making sure to add the head with it as well. Very nice. Go ahead and even yourself out on both sides. And then feel free to hug the legs into the chest. All right, well done. Feel free, if you're a little short on time, to call it there. If you have a little bit more time, those glute bridges felt good, I'd recommend another set of between 10 to 15 glute bridges. And from there, once you get up to standing, take some time to stretch the stretch the calves and just keep your body nice and flexible. Stay hydrated, take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.